Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos. And Manchester United have just lost 2-1 to Huddlesfield Town, our first defeat of the season. This was the first meeting between Manchester United and Huddlesfield since the 1970s, the early 1970s, because they had been out of the top flight for 40 odd years, and this is the first time we have lost to Huddlesfield in 65 years. So the last time we lost to them before today was back in 1952. As well, but as I said, performance again not up to scratch. As the performances haven't been up to scratch since the Liverpool game. You know, when we played defensive, we got the 0-0 draw. The Benfica game, we got the win, but wasn't the most convincing performance as we have seen from Manchester United. And yeah, just wasn't really a good performance today. Didn't create enough chances. Made individual errors at the back. And Huddersfield won the game 2-1. And Huddersfield Town have only scored one goal in their last 7 games, and it's becoming a bit frustrating now because City have also won today comfortably by 3-0. Now they go 5 points clear at the top, so Manchester United now from perspective cannot afford any more blips because we've had a blip today. We can't afford any more blips, the way that Manchester City are playing. So we're going to get straight into the game. I thought Manchester United, we did have a lot of the ball. We did pass the ball a lot more than Huddersfield Town, as you expect. We had a lot of possession, but as I said, Huddersfield were absolutely fantastic defensively. They played absolutely fantastic. I thought Huddersfield looked dangerous on the counter-attack especially, but for me, Huddersfield's first goal was basically Mata. Mata caught falling asleep. Loose ball, gives the ball away. Huddersfield press. Tommins has a shot, goes round, has a shot, and then it falls to Mooney, has a shot from the rebound from the David says and put Huddersfield 1-0 up. And then basically, we saw in the 22nd, 23rd minute, Phil Jones come off. Phil Jones came off. He had a slight injury concern before he got brought into the game. We knew he was going to be starting this game, Phil Jones, but he got brought off in the 22nd, 23rd minute, and I think that definitely changed everything. Then Lindelof had come on to play his first game in the Premier League this season, and he was definitely at fault for the second goal as well, was Victor Lindelof. He's the goalkeeper that's got the assist. The goalkeeper for Huddersfield's second goal kicks the ball out. How Lindelof does not deal with that, I do not know. Why doesn't he just head it away? Instead, lets it bounce over his head. Did try, capitalises, go around the goalkeeper and puts Huddersfield 2-0 ahead. And then we have got a mountain to climb after that. But for me, I think, we are definitely missing Pogba in that midfield. You know how that difference is that midfield is, without him there. We're missing Fellaini there. And as I said, I think, Valencia did well. I thought he made some good interceptions. I thought, Smalling made a couple of mistakes as well. Chris Smalling. Lindelof, absolutely atrocious. I thought Ashley Young did well on the flanks, but I thought, as he has done at the left back, but I thought his delivery was not up to scratch today as well. Herrera, was dispossessed quite a few times in the midfield again, was Ander Herrera. Lukaku, this is his 3rd game now. He's not scored for Manchester United, but did get an assist today for the Rashford goal in the second half. Lingard wasn't at the best today. Obviously, we know Mkhitaryan wasn't playing, didn't start the game today as well. But yeah, we definitely deserve to lose the game because we shouldn't be going to Huddersfield Town and getting beat because Huddersfield are a poor side. And, Tottenham went there, thrashed them 4-0. And Tottenham, very consistent team. We've got them coming up soon. We've still got big games coming up. We've got Tottenham coming up soon, Chelsea away coming up soon. We've got Champions League as well. We've got Swansea NFL Cup on Tuesday, I think it is. So, in the last 3 games, I've been happy. I was happy with, not with the performance against Liverpool, but I was happy we got a draw, considering we played very well defensively. It's good to go to Anfield and get a 0-0 draw. Benfica game, very happy because we got the win, but it wasn't the most convincing performance. And today, I am very good. So the performances since the Liverpool game have definitely not been up to scratch because you see, early on the season, we were scoring 3 goals, 4 goals. Wasn't leaking many goals. And we've only conceded 4 goals now in the Premier League this season. It is a bad blow for us. It's not the worst defeat, but yeah, we'll consider Lindelof should have dealt with Huddersfield's second goal. I said Huddersfield looked dangerous on the counter-attack. The first goal, you could blame Juan Mata for that, for the first goal. But we had chances of his own. We had the shot. We had the chance. We didn't create enough chances. We did have shots. I think we only had, 3 shots on target the whole game, including the goal. We had Matic had a couple of decent opportunities. I think Romelu Lukaku had a chance saved from the Huddersfield goalkeeper. Alcion had a chance. I think Herrera had a couple of chances as well. But I think he was poor again. He was getting dispossessed far too easily as well. But yeah. And then I think when Jones got come off, I think that currently changed the game full stop. And then Second half, I thought the first half we looked sluggish, wasn't pressing enough. But I thought in the second half we did come back into the game. We were pressing forward. But Huddlesfield, we just couldn't break Huddlesfield down because Huddersfield looked so good defensively. They were organised at the back. Ings played well for them. I thought he was, giving, especially Valencia a hard time at times in the game as well. But defensively, Huddersfield played very, very well. But when they were on the counter-attack, they looked very, very dangerous. We did thread a lot more passes through in the game. We had all the possession, but we couldn't capitalise on that. We didn't create enough golden opportunities. We did have quite a lot of chances, but we didn't have a lot of shots on target, and that is not good enough. And that was our problem last season. That was our problem last season. Wasn't scoring enough goals, wasn't killing teams off. This might maybe only just a blip, but considering we have got injuries still in the team, we've got Bailey out and Jones, who were complementing each other fantastically well early on in the season. We've got Fellaini out, who's played well. We've got Pogba out, who's played well. Rashford suffered a slight knee injury, but now he's okay. Zlatan's been out for a long time, who did well for us last season. Rojo's still out at left back, so we do still have injury problems, but that's no excuse coming into today's game. Everyone had back to Manchester United win, considering the way we've been playing. Last two, Benfica, Liverpool weren't convincing performances, but we didn't lose. We got a draw and we got a win at Benfica. But today, Huddersfield took all 3 points against Manchester United, and we've seen it happen before. You've seen it with Burnley back in 2009-10 when they're newly promoted. We lost at Turf Moor. We've seen it with Bournemouth at the Vitality in 2015-16. We lost there 2-1. So it does happen now and again in the Premier League, but hopefully we won't lose his confidence after this defeat. Hopefully we will bounce back in the Swansea game in the EFL Cup. I hope we now don't lose our concentration, all of a sudden go down on the blip, because obviously it's disappointing on Chelsea have won today as well by 4-2, because Chelsea have been on the blip, because Chelsea lost their, Chelsea were winless in their last 3 games until today. They won 4-2. Even though Watford are, playing quite well this season. But the second half. But Man United did have a few chances. We did we did put the pressure on as well towards the end, but we couldn't break Huddersfield down. They did make some important, vital interceptions and blocks. Did Huddersfield? We got a goal back through Marcus Rashford. It was Romelu Lukaku showed very, very good determination on the right. Crossed it in, found Rashford, and heads it in from close range and makes it 2-1. And then we are back in the game, and then we were definitely putting pressure on Huddersfield towards the last 15 minutes or so of the game, but we just couldn't break Huddersfield down because they were so good defensively as well. It is disappointing considering City have won today. They've now climbed further ahead in the table, so it is disappointing, but this happens in football, and in reality, you've got to accept it, But as I said, I didn't think every player performed badly today. I thought Lindelof, woeful, Smalling, caught out a few times, Herrera dispossessed quite a few times, and you can tell how different that midfield is without Fellaini and Pogba. I thought Matic did good again, though. I'm going to praise Matic. Had a few decent chances. I thought Matic did well, to be quite fair, again. Ashley Young, he did well, but I think his crossing was not as good as it has been in recent weeks when he's been playing there. And you can still see where we need to strengthen up. I still think we definitely need a creative winner. I think Mourinho's going to go for him. We need a creative winner. Jose Mourinho's still looking to adjust the midfield more anyway, because it looks like Michael Carrick could retire at the end of the season. He could retire in the season, so he's looking for a replacement for Michael Carrick as well. But yeah, we're still on course, as I said. We are still on course, but hopefully we don't go downhill after today's results. And Huddersfield, as I said, they'd been out the top flight for 40 odd years. And this is an embarrassment for me. This is a very, very bad embarrassment for me. But I said, soon as Phil Jones came off, I think definitely, I'm not using that excuse, that changed the game as well when Jones come off. Because we know during the international break, Phil Jones suffered an injury. He still had an injury concern. But Mourinho put him out there today, and he had to come off in the 23rd minute. And Lindelof come on we made quite a few individual errors, and definitely you can blame Lindelof for Huddersfield's second goal in the process. So Huddersfield win the game by 2-1, and it's 65 years now. This is 65 years since we have lost to Huddersfield Town. I still think, was it Bill Shankly that was their manager the last time we basically lost Huddersfield? I might be wrong if I can remember rightly. But yeah, Huddersfield come out 2-1 winners. I think we got Swansea away in the EFL Cup, and we have got big games coming up. So Jose Mourinho, has given us an idea. He's given us an idea. He said Zlatan could be back by December, which is good news. Rojo could be back in the next couple of weeks because he's been out injured for a long time, so has Ibrahimovic. Pogba, Mourinho's unsure. He's been out for over a month now. You know, he's been out for over a month. Fellaini, don't know about him either. I haven't really read much about Fellaini recently. But Rashford has scored now 7 goals in all competitions for Manchester United. So he's dramatically improved since last season. But I am fucking pissed off, to be quite honest with you. I'm not too disappointed because it's still early on the season, still a long way to go. These twists and turns to come. But City are looking unstoppable at the moment. They're scoring goals just like we were. But I think, since the Liverpool game, I think we have took our foot off the pedal a little bit, if I am going to be quite honest with you guys. So anyway, drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Tell me how you think today's game went. Tell me if you think today's game went. Drop a like if you do consider Red Devil 2017. If you do consider, press the like button as always. And I'll take care and I'll see you all later on. Bye.